Welcome to the viewers for the lecture in the subject structural analysis. So, in the recent classes, we have been discussing about matrix stiffness method. We are following the direct approach, or in other words, we are doing problems on direct stiffness method. Right. Now, already we have introduced the method in one lecture. Then we have done a problem on a two span continuous beam and one more problem on a two span continuous beam with the settlement of supports. Right. Now, both problems we have done earlier were with the kinematic indeterminacy equal to 2. Right. Now, we have not done problems on structures with the kinematic indeterminacy equal to 1. Of course, comparatively simpler, still we have not discussed problems with the Ki equal to unity 1. Therefore, now we will take up two problems, one problem on a continuous beam and one problem on a frame with the kinematic indeterminacy equal to 1. Right. Now, this is lecture number 124, in which we will take continuous beams and also frames, one problem in each. Right. Now, the problem is, we will directly go into the problem, analyze the continuous beam, the wordings I just avoid writing, analyze the continuous beam as shown in figure, that is the figure, by the direct stiffness method. Sketch the bending moment diagram, and EI is constant. Nothing is mentioned about the variation of the moment of inertia, that means EI equal to constant. That is the problem. Right. Now, when we do problem on matrix stiffness method, we have to first find out the kinematic indeterminacy of the structure, because the size of the stiffness matrix or system stiffness matrix is decided by the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. Now, for this structure, for the given structure, the only possible displacement is theta b. Theta A is fixed, C is fixed, theta b is the only possible displacement. So, that means the kinematic indeterminacy of the structure is 1. The kinematic indeterminacy equal to 1, because theta b is the only possible joint displacement. Right. Now, this is the given structure. This is the given structure. Right. After finding out the kinematic indeterminacy, first we have to obtain the constrained structure. In the matrix flexibility method, we first find out the primary structure, statically determinate structure. Here in the matrix stiffness method, we have to find out the constrained structure or kinematically determinate structure. We have to arrest all possible displacements. So, this is the kinematically determinate structure, or we can say constrained structure. Constrained constraint. That is, theta b is possible. The theta b we are arresting. We are arresting so that theta b equal to 0. So, the structure is kinematically determinate. So, that is a constrained structure. So, right. Next is that of system coordinate. Now, in the given structure, the system coordinate is theta b. So, this is the system coordinate. There is only one system coordinate. Therefore, the stiffness matrix will be of size 1 by 1. 1 by 1. Right. So, with this, let us start the problem. So, first we have to find out the fixed end moments. fixed end moments. MF AB. AB is subjected to a central concentrated load. This is 5 meters. This is also 5 meters. So it is minus WL by 8 equal to minus 200 into 10 by 8 equal to minus 250 kilonewton meter. MFBA equal to WL by 8 equal to 200 into 10 by 8 equal to 250 kilonewton meter, and MFBC equal to minus, it is UDL, so minus WL square by 12 equal to minus 20 into 10 square by 12 equal to minus 166.67 kilonewton meter. So these are elementary things. MFCB equal to plus WL square by 12 equal to plus 20 into 10 square by 12 equal to plus 166.67 plus WL square by 12. Right. So that is about the fixed end moments. So this is AB, this is BC. So the fixed end moments here is minus 250 and here it is plus 250 minus 166.67 and here it is plus 166.67. These are the fixed end moments. Fixed end moments. Right. Now we know that the equilibrium equation for this will be the equilibrium. We are calculating the values for substitution in this equilibrium equation only. The equilibrium equation is K into U equal to F. The F will be consisting of equal to F of F minus F naught. F of F minus F naught. So that we have to find out. Right. Now F of F equal to F of F equal to F of F means this is the system coordinate. Along the system coordinate at B, if there is some external moment, maybe clockwise or anti-clockwise, at B, along with the given loading, if some external moment is given at B, that is along the system coordinate, that will be accounted here. So in this problem, there is no external moment at B, therefore this is 0. That is forces, external forces applied at the system coordinates along the coordinate direction. It is 0 here. Right. Now F naught is the fixed coordinate forces, that is forces resulting from the given loading at the system coordinate. At the system coordinate means we find out the fixed end moments in both AB and BC. Right. At the system coordinate, along the system, forget about this and forget about this. Along the system coordinate, we have a clockwise moment 250 and anti-clockwise moment 166.67. Therefore, the value of F not equal to f not equal to here 250 minus 166.67, because this is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise, equal to that value 83.33 kilonewton meter. So, this is at B along the system coordinate, right, at B. Therefore, F equal to 1 is 0, f of f is 0, f not equal to 83.33, that is equal to f equal to minus of 83.33, minus of 83.33. Therefore, the right hand side, this value equal to minus 83.33. So, right hand side is over. So, coming to the left hand side, K, we have to find out the stiffness coefficient, and there is only one value because K equal to 1. So, there is only one value. For getting that one value, displacements are unknowns. So, for getting that force K, we have to apply unit displacement along the coordinate. That is, this is the coordinate direction. The displacement corresponding to the coordinate is that of rotation. Apply unit rotation here. And here it is 0 because it is fixed. Therefore, this value is equal to unity. And it is a continuous beam. Therefore, this curve will continue. And this value is also equal to unity. This value is also equal to unity. Right. Now, for this unit rotation along the coordinate, what is the force developed here? What is the force developed here? That force is that of K. Right. Now, for the beam on the right hand side, we know when this is simply supported and it is fixed, the moment that is required for causing unit rotation is 4EI by L. So, K equal to 4EI by L1 plus 4EI by L2. I1, of course, I1, I2. There may be a change in the value of I1 and this may be of I, this may be of 2I. Now, here it is uniform. Here it is for 4EI 1 by L1. Now, here it is 4E I is uniform by L1 equal to 10 meters plus 4E I2 is also I, L2 is also 10 meters. Therefore, this is equal to same value. Therefore, 2 into 4EI by 10, or we can say it is 4EI by 5. 4EI by 5. So, the left hand side value, this is 4EI by 5 into, of course, U. So, that is the equilibrium equation. So, the equilibrium equation is 4EI by 5 problem is quite simple. So one is, if one is familiar with the procedure, it will be a very simple problem. 4ei by 5 into u equal to minus of 83.33 is the equilibrium equation. Equilibrium equation. Right. Now the unknown is that of the displacement. So u equal to, when this is taken to the right hand side, actually K inverse, so K inverse will be 5 by 4ei, 1 by 5 by 4ei. Therefore, K inverse is equal to 5 by 4ei, 5 by 4ei into minus 83.33. That will give the value of the displacement. Displacement u equal to, so 5 into 83.33 by 4ei. Now that value equal to minus 104.1625 by ei. So this is the value of u. Actually, this is the value of theta b. This is the value of theta b is the unknown. Therefore, that gives the value of theta b. And once we find out the value of the unknown theta b, next we can go to the calculation of the final moments. Final moments. We are going to employ the slope deflection equations. So the slope deflection equation MAB for the moment AB, MAB, we know it is m of AB plus 2ei by L into 2 theta A plus theta B plus 3 delta by L. So standard equation we know. Therefore, let us avoid wasting time on these calculations. I will just write down the equation and then we will give only the final answers. Now in this problem, theta A is 0, because A is fixed. Theta C is 0, and delta is also 0. Because nothing is mentioned about the settlement. Therefore, this is 0, delta is 0, theta b we have got it. And we have got m of AB. M of AB is minus 250. M of AB equal to minus 250 plus 2E. I is uniform. Therefore, I by L is 10 meters. Only theta b is minus 104.1625 by EI. So EI will get cancelled. On simplification, this value will be minus 270.83, minus 270.83 kilonewton meter. This is MAB. So similarly, we can write the equation because the very fundamental method already we have discussed. Therefore, we can write down the equation for M of MBA, MBC, MCB and MCD, substituting the values, namely theta A 0, theta C 0, theta B is this value and delta is 0. We will be directly getting MBA equal to 208.34 MBC equal to minus 208.34 and MCB equal to 145.84 kilonewton meter. Therefore, we have to draw the bending moment diagram. First one is that of the support moment diagram. MAB is minus 270. So minus means we have to apply, substitute in the top, on the top. This is 270.83. So we have drawn many bending moment diagrams. Therefore, we will avoid marking the values in the anti-clockwise direction, showing the tension on the top, clockwise tension on the top. This will avoid. We will straight away plot the bending moment diagram. So next one is 208 point something. So less value comparatively. This is less value. So 208 point something. And the third one is 145.84. So let us say this is 145.84 kilonewton meter, and this value is 208.34. So this is the support moment diagram. On this we have to plot the simply support moment diagram. Coming to the simply supported bending moment, for AB it is central load. So mu AB equal to WL by 4. So W is 200, L is 10 by 4 equal to, that value equal to 500 kilonewton meter. 500 meter. This is mu AB. Then mu BC equal to, as a simply support beam, it is WL square by 8. So W is 20, L is 10. So 20 into 10 square by 8, and this value equal to 250 kilonewton meter. 250 kilonewton meter. So one is a triangle for AB, central load, for which it is a triangle. The value is 500. The maximum value is 500. So that is the total ordinate is 500, right. So here it is parabolic 250, therefore 250. So this value equal to 250 kilonewton meter, and on calculations we can find out the net value here. The net value here will be, the net positive bending moment here will be 260.415. 260.415, because already we know total is 500 and the negative value at the center will be average of these two values. 270 plus 208 by 2 will be this value. 500 minus that value will be 260.415, and here again the maximum value is 250. The average of these two values will be at the center. So 250 minus that average will be equal to 72.91. This value will be 72.91 kilonewton meter. Because these things are elementary now, let us avoid wasting time on these calculations. Of course, I got every calculation, but still for saving that time, I am just avoiding these elementary calculations, plus, minus. So, this is the net bending moment diagram. This is the bending moment diagram. So, that completes the analysis of a two-span continuous beam with kinematic indeterminacy equal to 1. Right. We will do one more problem on a frame. Now, we will take up a frame problem, same matrix stiffness method, direct approach. We are going to take a frame problem again with the kinematic indeterminacy equal to 1. Now, the frame is like this. It is fixed here. Fixed here also. It is a frame A, B, C. It is with an overhang. Now, this column is subjected to a UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter. Now, this beam is subjected to a non-central load. So, here it is 2 meters, here it is 4 meters. So, this is B and this is C. Now, this load is 60 kilonewton meter. 4 meters, 2 meters. Now, there is a concentrated load of 30 kilonewton, and this portion is of length 2 meters. So, this is the beam. B, and EI is uniform. So, this is 6 meters and this column is of height 4 meters. ABC. This is the given frame. Given frame and the loading is this. So, the problem is analyze the structure shown in figure by the direct stiffness method, sketch the bending moment diagram. That is all. So, and here also we find that the kinematic indeterminacy equal to 1. We are going to consider the load, mean this is the frame that you are going to consider. This is the frame that you are going to consider. Now here there is a overhanging portion. So this is the load. This load is 30 kilonewton, 30 kilonewton. So this is 2 meters. Therefore, as far as the cantilevering portion is concerned, because this some of the viewers got doubt in this. So when there is a cantilever, in the cantilevering portion, due to this load of 30, so this will cause an anti-clockwise moment, but at the support there will be a clockwise moment. At the support there will be a clockwise moment of 30 into 2. 30 into 2 equal to 60. As far as the support B is concerned, B, let us call this as D. Call this as D. At the support there will be a clockwise moment of 60. That is, here there will be 60. Right. Now, if you consider the frame as a whole, this overhang 2 meters with a load of 30 kilonewton is equivalent to a moment of. So this will cause a moment of in the frame. In the frame, this will cause a moment of 60. Therefore, in the frame it is 60. Therefore, this loading on the overhanging part, this is for the cantilevering portion. Right. Now, forget about this portion. So, this load is equal to this moment. That's all. This load is equal to. So, this moment, which is anti-clockwise, will be considered as force applied at the system coordinate, because system coordinate is going to be theta b only, ki equal to 1, because theta b is the only possible displacement. Only possible displacement is say theta b. Therefore, along the system coordinate, this is due to the external load that is on the overhanging part. So, that will be considered as an anti-clockwise moment. So, for clarity, I will just so this is our f of f. This is due to the loading on the overhanging part. Plus we have other values. So this is our system coordinate. So this is our system coordinate. One is the system coordinate. System coordinate. This is the force applied, external force applied at the system coordinate. Right. Now, here also, since theta b is the only possible displacement, the stiffness matrix K will be 1 by 1. Theta b is the only possible displacement. External force we are considering as an equivalent moment at B, that is considered as the force applied at the system coordinate, which is equal to minus of 60 kilonewton meter. Right. That is very important point. Other things are usual calculation. Only f of f, except f of f, all other calculations will be as before only. This is the only change, because the overhanging is on the left hand side. The same thing when the overhanging is on the right hand side, we have to treat accordingly. Right. The sign and other things. Now, coming to fixed end moments, here again I will straight away give the values. Let us avoid spending time on that, because for the column, when it is subjected to U to L, the behavior will be like this. So here the moment will be anti-clockwise, here the moment will be clockwise, and here it is minus W L square by 12. Anti-clockwise W L square by 12. This is also W L square by 12. So M of AB equal to minus W L square by 12. W is 20, L is 4 meters, So 20 into 4 square by 12 will be equal to minus 26.67 kilonewton meter. So these calculations I am just skipping. M of BA will be equal to plus 26.67 kilonewton meter. Right. Now the span BC is subjected to a non-central load. Non-central load here it is 2 meters, 4 meters, the loading is 60. Therefore, M of BC will be minus W A B square by L square, as we have done earlier, equal to minus 60 into A is 2 meters, B is 4 meters by 6 square, equal to M of that value equal to minus 53.33 kilonewton meter, and we will find that M of CB will be, so W A B square by L square plus W A B square by L square, that value will be 26.67 kilonewton plus W A square B by L square, that value will be this thing, right. That is this is the beam, this is the column, and here it is minus 26.67 and here it is 26.67 in the beam, in the column, and here it is minus 53.33 and here it is 26.67. In addition to the fixed end moments, there is an external moment applied at the system coordinate. That is, here there is an external moment applied along the system coordinate. This is equal to 60 kilonewton meter. This is very important, right. Right. Now, we know the equilibrium equation is K into U. So, only when you know the equilibrium equation, we will be aware what we are doing. So, you have to do the problem with understanding. This is the equilibrium equation used in the stiffness matrix method. Equilibrium equation. The equilibrium equation used in the matrix stiffness method is this. So we are going to these are the unknowns. We are going to find out the F values and the K values. Now F equal to F of F equal to F of F minus F naught. F naught. F of F, since we have a cantilevering portion, F of F equal to 60. This we have to separately account. F of F equal to minus 60 equal to, it is minus 60. Right, minus 60. Minus F naught is due to the fixed end moments, that is fixed coordinate forces. Fixed coordinate forces at the system coordinate. So this is the system coordinate. System coordinate is this, right. At the system coordinate, due to the fixed end moments, so we have to find out the sum of these two values. Namely, one is 26.67, one is 26.67. So this value will be 26.67. We can also calculate this value separately and substitute. F naught equal to 26.67 minus 53.33 equal to minus 26.66 minus 26.66. So, this is minus 26.66, that is the value, that is. So, these values will give, so this will become plus minus 60 plus 26.66 will be equal to minus of 33.34. 33 on calculation, that will be equal to minus 33.34. So, that is our right hand side. Therefore, the right hand side value will be equal to minus 33.34, because there is only one system coordinate. Therefore, the force vector will be 1 by 1 only. Similarly, the stiffness matrix will also be only 1 by 1, because the kinematic independency equal to 1. Therefore, the K matrix will also be 1 by 1. The right hand side will also be equal to 1 by 1. There is only one value, because there is only one coordinate. There is only one system coordinate. Right. Right. Now, coming to the K matrix. K matrix will be due to the application of the unit displacement at the system coordinate. This is the structure. This is 4 meters, this is 6 meters. Right. So, this is the system coordinate. This is fixed, this is also fixed. Right. We have to apply, so this is the system coordinate. Along the coordinate direction, we have to apply unit displacement. That is, along the direction, this will have a clockwise rotation of unity, and here it is 0. And it is a rigid joint. When this undergoes a rotation equal to unity, this will also undergo the same rotation, because even after the deformation, the angle between the members will be maintained. When this is 1, this will also be 1. This is also equal to 1. Right. Now, the K value will be, you know that there is only one value for K, will be, for this, let us call this as L1, let us call this as L2. So, for the first member BA, let us say it is 4E I1 by L1 plus 4E I2 by L2, because far end is fixed. For a rotation equal to unity in this, what is the moment that is required? Again, for rotation equal to unity in this, what is the force that is required? So, that is K 4EI1 by L1 plus 4EI2 by L2. So, that value I is same, therefore, it is 4EI by 4 plus 4EI by 6. So, this on simplification will be equal to 5EI by 3, 5EI by 3, that is this and this will get cancelled, this is EI and this will become 2/3. So, 1 plus 2/3 is equal to 5 by 3 EI. So, K equal to 5 by 3 EI, 5 by 3 EI. Therefore, the left hand side equal to 5 EI by 3, this is the left hand side equal to U. Right. So, we have got the value for the left hand side of the equilibrium equation also. right. Now we have to find out the value of u. U is our theta b. Theta b is not known. We have applied theta b equal to unity. Now we have to actually find out the value of theta b. Therefore, u equal to k inverse into f. Now k inverse, the inverse of this, there is only one value. The inverse of this will be 3 by 5 EI. 3 by 5 EI into minus 33.34. So k inverse into f. So this will be 3 into 33.34 will be 100 by 5 equal to 20. Of course, it is minus 20 by EI. Minus 20 by EI equal to u. This is unknown. Now this unknown is theta b. That's all. Theta b. So unknown is theta b. Now we have to go for the calculation of the final moments. So, for final moments we are going to employ slope deflection equations. Final moments. I will show only one calculation. Final moment MAB equal to M of AB plus 2EI by L into 2 theta A plus theta B plus 3 delta by L, standard slope deflection equation. Now here theta A 0, theta A equal to 0, theta C, both are fixed, is also equal to 0. No mention about delta, therefore delta is also equal to 0. So theta A 0, delta 0, therefore this value equal to M of AB is this is 26.67 minus 26 point. So equal to minus 26.67 plus 2EI by L is 4 meters. For the column it is 4 meters, 2EI by 4 into theta B only. Theta B is minus 20 by EI. It is minus 20 by EI. So EI will get cancelled. So this 2 and will become 2. So 20 by 2 equal to 4. 20 by 2 equal to 10. So minus 26.67 minus 10 equal to minus 36.67 kilonewton meter. So similarly on calculations, MBA, I will straight away give you the values because same type of slope deflection equation you have to write down, substitute the values. Only unknown is theta B. Theta B we have got it as minus 20 by EI. So with the fixed moment only we are going to substitute the value corresponding to theta B. That's all, theta B. So this value equal to 6.67 kilonewton meter. Then MBC equal to minus 66.66 kilonewton meter. MCB equal to 20 kilonewton. So that's about the final moments. Namely support moments. Now we have to draw the bending moment diagram. Now for the bending moment diagram, this is the frame. MAB, as we have calculated, it is minus 36.67. So, minus 36 means it will be anti-clockwise. This will cause tension on the outer side. Therefore, here it is 36.67. This value is 36.67. And MBA is plus 6.67. So, plus 6.67 means this is clockwise. So, clockwise means again tension will be on the outer side. Of course, the value is small. So, this value is 6.67. So, this value is 6.67, right. Then it is 66.66 for the beam. Here it is anti-clockwise 66.66. Therefore, at B this value is 66.66. 60.66, and here it is clockwise 20. Here at C it is clockwise at 20. Therefore, this again will cause tension at the top. So, this value is smaller. Therefore, this is the support moment diagram for. So, this value is 20. Right. Now, coming to the overhanging part, it is 60. Overhanging part is, this is the overhanging part. The load is here. In the overhanging part, the moment will be clockwise as far as the cantilevering portion is concerned. So, that will cause tension at the top. Therefore, here also the tension at the top, this value is 60. So, 66 up to this. Now, here it is 60. So, this value is 60 kilonewton meter, right. Now, here at this joint B, here it is 66.66, and as far as the overhanging portion is concerned, this is clockwise 60. It is 60, and in this column it is clockwise 6. So, this is 60 plus, this is 6.67 plus, so this is 66.67 minus. So, the sum will be equal to 0. The sum will be equal to 0, right. So, that is how we have to check the values at the junction of the three members. Then we have to, for the beam, we have to find out WAB by L. So, 60 into 2 into 4 WAB by L. L is 6 meters. So, this will become 10. 20 into 5 is equal to 80. So, this value under the load, the maximum ordinate will be 80, and this is. So, this value is 80. We have to find out the net value. And for the beam, for the column, it is WL square by 8. WL square by 8 will be 20 into 4 square by 8, simply supported moment. So, 4 square will be 16. So, this will become 2. This is equal to 40. W L square by 2, that value will be W 4 into 4, 16 by 8 equal to 2. So, 20 into 2 equal to 40. Therefore, here at the center it will be 40. So, this maximum value is 40. This value equal to 40. So, now we have to hatch. This is the bending moment diagram. This is the bending moment diagram for the frame. So, of course, this is plus, this is minus. I have not marked the net values, so that we can calculate as usual, and you can just complete the problem. So, that is how we have to draw the bending moment diagram. So, we have discussed two problems, one on a continuous beam, one on a frame, both with the kinematic indeterminacy equal to 1. So, that is the method of analysis when K equal to 1 by the direct stiffness method, right. Thank you for your patience.